back at it. You know what I'm talking about? What up with it? What up with it?
And welcome to the Lone Star State and Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this was once Clutch City. Now it's no doubt the land of threes.
Oh, Ed, do you smell that? There's some seasoning going on out there. There's going to be some cooking tonight.
It could be sizzling here this evening. Let's get ready for the opening tip. And the rebound taken in by Chris.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay. His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 1.
It's Rockets ball. Paul Jumper's good. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot and thinking pass second, score first.
Paul to Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Capella to Anthony. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. That's blocked by Anderson. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Anthony. Paul. His first effort off the mark. To Booker. Here's a chance from long range. No good. DeAndre Ayton trying to cash in. It's good.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. It's in the hands of James Harden. 4-3. Off the mark. No good. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. It's Suns ball.
Cell check.
Curling inside. DeAndre Ayton. To Booker. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Entering the game for the Rockets, number 17, P.J. Tucker.
The Suns with 4 to shoot. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Tucker to Harden. From long range, where James Harden, muscle memory, gets it to go. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on.
And that's a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation for Houston.
Screen coming. The pass set it all up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to Capella. Inside, he scores.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game.
Technical foul, Houston. For Phoenix,
Got it at the line. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
entering the game.
It's a 5-second violation.
Number 22. 5-second violation, Phoenix. Left in the first quarter.
Paul shakes free and hits. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Gets it in the left corner. DeAndre Ayton. Nice pass to set things up. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Harden to Paul. Fires the three. And Chris Paul, veteran move. Well defended, still buries the three.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
It's Phoenix ball. Nothing going here on that drive. That ends the first quarter with the Rockets in front. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yes, I do, but the first thing you have to expect is that this game is very similar to a relationship. There are a lot of ups and downs, but you have to be committed to the process. Both teams are committed, they'll find their flow.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Booker. It goes down.
You know what really fascinates me about Devin Booker? Every time I see him, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie called Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Now, when I see him off the court, he's all smiles, laid back, chill demeanor, very low-key. But when I see him on the court, it's like he finds this different person, this assassin that wants to attack you and dominate you every single time he has the ball. Now, I got a chance to overhear a story of him and his coach at the time, in Earl Watson, and he told his head coach, "I'm better than Jordan. Jordan never dropped 70 at the Boston Garden." Now, we all know he's not better than Jordan, but that answer reflects his desire to be like Jordan and to be an NBA legend, and that's why he'll always succeed.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. Knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Booker. And that's rebounded by Houston. Gordon with it. Leads 5. Nene. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. DeAndre Ayton. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Here's Booker on the drive, but his shot misses. Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. Tucker. That's no good. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Can slam it down. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Has a chance. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
For three. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker. Not going down here. Knight into the front court. Leads 3. To P.J. Tucker. Beyond the arc for 3. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Suns control the possession. Booker. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To P.J. Tucker. He was all over him. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Booker with it. Down by 1. Devin Booker still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Gordon with it. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
DeAndre Ayton. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
That misses with a second to go. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Paul missed it. That one out of bounds off a rocket. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Suns with the basketball. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt. And that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Spins and scores. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Paul with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Paul to Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. A pass taken away by the Rockets.